an epic battle between Jordan Peterson and an insane leftist host.
Heard.
What is good? Welcome back to the Flawdcast. I am your boy Flawdzilla, and I am here with my lovely co-host Mozilla.
What up, y'all?
This is the last normal place on the internet. We are glad that you could be here with us today. All right, okay, and you will be too by the end of this video. I guarantee it. Or
Your money back.
was that a sneeze?
A cough.
Okay.
All of it.
Okay. Word. What?
All your money back.
Oh, all your money back. I was like, I didn't know what you're saying. Okay. So yeah, remember, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you could be notified whenever we drop.
Flawd's booty.
And yes, like I said before, this video is about, it says, epic battle, Jordan Peterson versus insane leftist host. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Word.
It sounds interesting to me, and we went to go drop a Jordan Peterson video yesterday on this channel, but it got blocked by YouTube. So I was like, so I dropped it on Rumble, and I'm making another one. We're doing another Jordan Peterson video for you guys because it was a really good video that we dropped on Rumble. Go check it out if you're interested. Go on Rumble and search me out, or Flawdzilla. You know, I don't know how to. I can't tell you a link right here, but soon it will be in my description. It'll probably be in the description for this video. So yeah, make sure to follow us on Rumble because we're gonna start dropping a lot of stuff that obviously can't be said over there. You know, there's a lot of topics that you guys would like us to touch on that you know we can't say over here. So Rumble is where we're gonna say it. Now that I started uploading there, there's no reason for me not to.
Straight up.
So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this thing, man. This is gonna be a good one, I think. Yeah. So, remember, please like. It helps a lot. We're almost at 100K. We have under 1,000 subscribers to go before we get to 100K. I also just did a interview on Gothix's channel. Go check that out because it was a very good time.
Fire.
I also have an interview on Adam Krigler's channel. Another very good time. I'm happy I met both of those people.
For real.
It's only up from here, guys.
Blessings.
So, let's keep it pushing, man. Again, thank you guys for supporting. Let's get into this.
The self-proclaimed professor against political correctness is now making more than $50,000 per month through online donors, and he's got big plans for the future.
Is that a problem?
It isn't really about the right to decide.
Hold on, let me say this. I'm coming in here hot already, clearly.
Absolutely.
Because she didn't even say nothing, and I was already mad at it. He makes $50,000 off donations, and let's see what else, whatever. And I said, is that a bad thing? She didn't even say anything wrong with it. So
Well,
clearly,
she did say self-proclaimed, and I didn't respect. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I don't like how she said that either. Yeah, you could tell she's trying to be condescending.
Because you're not never.
The hell
she
is
said
a self-proclaimed professor. Yeah,
you're never a self-proclaimed professor. Somebody has to hire you to do a job in there, idiot.
That doesn't even make any sense. You
You need to go to college and get degrees to become a professor. Legit. On top of it. So, bitch, self-proclaim that.
She just wants to shit on him. She wants to try to make him seem less than he is.
I can't stand people like that. Immediately, before you even show him on the screen. So these people go into this interview thinking, oh, he's self-proclaimed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know and they probably turned a lot of people, too. They probably had a lot of people who went right with them because they said it like that.
She's rude.
The nuances actually did have an effect on him. The rudest fuck.
$50 per month through online donors, and he's got big plans for the future.
It isn't really about the right to decide. It's about the right to insist upon by force.
Professor Jordan B. Peterson made national headlines last fall for refusing to use genderless pronouns, even appearing on this show.
And I've been thinking about this political correctness issue for a long time, and it's been bothering me.
His viewpoint caused controversy, but also gained him supporters who flocked to his YouTube channel, helping him rack up millions of views for his online lectures.
Deserved.
Yeah.
Now, to subsidize his production costs, he's turned to the crowdfunding site Patreon.
A number of people
What's
have
wrong
been
with that?
attempting to take me to task for the fact that my Patreon support has been, let's call it, overwhelmingly successful.
Who cares?
Aiming
That's
to build
amazing.
on his online success,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Peterson is setting his sights on an even bigger goal.
I want to move genuine humanities education out of the universities where it isn't being taught anyways, as far as I can tell, online where people can access it freely.
Jordan Peterson joins me now.
That's the most left thing you could do.
You scared me.
Sorry, that's the most left thing. That's the most left thing you can do. Give everybody free education, free school. How can you guys hate him?
Because he's not pushing their narrative, of course they hate him. That's crazy. Hold on, I'm trying to see if it has a higher quality. It doesn't. All right, it's fine though.
For being here.
Morning.
Why start an online university?
Well, because the technology is ready
Makes so
for
much
it.
sense.
That's the most important issue.
How come no one says that about University of Phoenix or whatever that is? Or no, is it? Yeah, is it University of Phoenix or whatever? You don't be asking those people why they have an online university. Like, what's wrong with making
online?
Why wouldn't like you could think just logically without even asking him the question. Why start an online university and come to the conclusion yourself?
Why her kid probably goes to online school.
Legit, you like it doesn't like just a completely online university though. Why wouldn't you? It's just another way to spread information on, like using the technology that you have. Like he was about to say, that's just
and
like
his
you
free,
don't even
right?
have to ask him that. I don't know, but
I think that's what he said. It's free.
Yeah, then I guess it is. But you don't even have to ask that question to come to that conclusion. Like, just think about it.
Crazy.
Well, because the technology is ready for it. That's the most important issue. There's absolutely no reason why high-quality education can't be made available to masses of people at low cost. Since that's possible, there's absolutely no reason not to do it.
And when you say low cost, you're saying that students would only pay for their examinations? Is that
Well,
how
that
you
would
structure it?
we're not sure exactly how it would run, but the one possibility would be a monthly subscription that would help pay for the content, but the primary source of revenue would be on the accreditation end, on the examination end, for sure.
So how would this work for students? What would they see? What would they learn?
Well,
you want him to break down the school to you right now?
With
Same thing
a
you
list
learned
of the
in school?
100 greatest books of Western civilization. I think we'd started as a great books program, and we're thinking about making a timeline. Imagine a timeline that stretches, say, from 3000 BC up to the present time that you could zoom in on. And imagine lectures that would be available at different levels of resolution. So, for example, you might have a lecture about the 2000 to 1000 BC and the major occurrences during that period. That you could zoom in and get specialty lectures where the historical knowledge was detailed enough to provide information at that level of resolution. And then the content, I don't know yet. I think getting the underlying technical structure right at the moment is more important than the content, because I think content would generate itself if the incentive systems were set up properly.
Why do you think this would work more effectively than a traditional university format?
Because the traditional universities have abandoned the humanities. They've become almost entirely corrupt, as far as I can tell.
But you are a tenured university professor at the University of Toronto.
Trying to make a difference.
So how do you reconcile those two?
Well, the university disciplines that still have some grounding in science seem to be, I would say, still intact. But the humanities, we know, for example, that in the United States, the ratio of Democrats to Republicans in the humanities is about 30-1. Wow. It's taken an unbelievable leftward tilt. And about 80% of humanities papers are never cited once. And the humanities have been dominated by a kind of postmodern neo-Marxist, what would you call it, cult ideology since the 1990s, probably starting in the 1960s. And so they've abandoned their mission to students. Their mission should be to teach students to speak, to think, and to read, and to become familiar with the best of the world, fundamentally, so that they can hone their cognitive skills and operate effectively in the world. And I don't believe they're doing that at all. I think it's a scam pretty much from top to bottom, and it's a very expensive scam.
So
it's too top-heavy. It's going to topple.
So would you continue to work at the University of Toronto
Sure.
if you started up this online university platform?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
What's been the reaction from your colleagues?
Oh, minimal. I mean, the reaction from the university to the political turmoil that I was embroiled in was first negative, and then I would say neutral, and now things seem to be just fine. My colleagues haven't really said anything either about the political turmoil, about this plan. But I don't think that the change, I don't think will come from within the universities anyways, because generally speaking, when there's a new technology introduced, it isn't the old systems that adopt it. They're not capable of operating in the new technological world because it requires a new approach.
Yep.
And you might ask, well, why do I have the expertise to do that? And perhaps I don't, but I have worked on software development for 25 years, and I have some good partners and a lot of people who are interested in helping me with this.
It seems like a lot of people, $50,000 a month is a lot of money. Were you surprised by that?
I'm staggered daily by that, of course. It's absolutely overwhelming.
And that money goes to...
Well,
don't worry.
My pockets, bitch.
At the moment, one of the things that's
don't worry about it.
Is I'm doing a series on the psychological significance of the biblical stories.
Like, even if it was his pockets, what does it matter? This man is in a capitalist America. I don't understand this whole issue with I'm going to monetize what I'm good at. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? If 50,000 and it's not even monetizing what he's good at. The Patreon is people supporting him because they appreciate what he's doing.
Yep.
If people want to support him, then let them fucking support him. Like, what is your issue? What is the problem? God damn. You want to force people to pay for everybody else in this world, but when people decide to come together and support somebody, it's a fucking problem.
Where's that money going?
Just because he doesn't scream the same bullshit that you do. That's crazy. Like, what is wrong with that? What's wrong with him making money? $50,000 is a lot. Okay, for you, cool. Like, it's clearly what he's worth. Like, what is your problem? It is what it is. You're mad because you can't pull $50,000 a month? Like, what are you mad at?
That money to rent the Isabel Bader Theatre up front for 12 weeks and to hire a film crew. And it goes in part to help me cover the costs of the videos that I keep making. And it also, well, that's fundamentally what it's doing at the moment.
When do you expect this to be up and running?
That's a very good question. I mean, we're going to start with the website in the next
She just
month and a
seems
half.
so,
It will
like,
be designed to help students and their parents identify postmodern content in courses so that they can avoid them. So I've been working with a specialist in artificial intelligence who's written a script to discriminate between postmodern neo-Marxist course content and classical content in the sciences and the humanities. And so we'll have a consumer information website up in a month. And I'm hoping that over about a 5-year period, a concerted effort could be made to knock the enrollment down in postmodern neo-Marxist cult classes by 75% across the West.
Wow.
So our plan initially is to cut off the supply to the people who are running the indoctrination cults.
We'll be watching. Jordan Peterson, thanks for being here this morning.
My pleasure.
Here's a question.
Well, I posed
Here's a question. Let's have a real question. Can men and women work together in the workplace?
Yes, I do it.
How do you know?
Because I work with a lot of women.
Right. Well, it's been happening for, 40 years? And things are deteriorating very rapidly at the moment in terms of the relationships between men and women. So we don't know if men and women can work together successfully.
But in what ways? Because,
facts, that's the thing. We're still babies in this, and we swear it's exactly how the world is supposed to be. Exactly what it is, what you guys think it's supposed to be, that's what it is. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You have no idea what you're creating.
Statistics takes, like, sometimes multiple lifetimes of people. Like, you don't even know how.
Hundreds and hundreds, sometimes thousands. Like, you cannot say we work together because how do you know? Like, it could take millennia to figure that out.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have multiple civilizations try it and fail or do it correctly before you know that it can actually really happen for real. If you want to be technical, like, you don't know that it can happen. Like, don't play games. It is what it is. If you guys want to try something, everyone should be able, we should just be able to just try things then, right? Like, it's just, how can you be so sure that it's working? It's up to you to prove that it works, not for him to prove that it doesn't, because it doesn't until it does, you know?
Yep.
Harassment.
Because 40 years ago, I would have been, well, I don't know, if I was a white man, I would have been Jacqueline's boss and I could have done whatever I wanted. Right, and that there would be almost no recourse that a woman who's working under me would have. Now they have some recourse. I mean, is that a?
There was recourse back then too. You could take people to the police.
Do you think that was happening a lot? I mean, like,
I think it's a dreadful thing to have to go to the police.
But do you? You don't even know.
Assaulted.
If you feel like there's a reduction in harm, right? That things are bad. So you feel like right now the atmosphere in corporate workplace is the exact same that it was 40 years ago?
No, but I'm not sure. I'm not saying that it's any better.
It's not any better.
Well, maybe it is.
What is? I guess, like, not to ask you to sort of prove a negative, but I think that there's plenty of evidence if you look at all the stories that are coming out.
Just
do not
stories.
feel like
but didn't
any
he
of the stories
just say
that you've
that
heard about what Hollywood is like? Do you feel like that's not
successfully
evidence
with
that
women?
this is a problem?
What
Didn't he just say in the beginning this that, I work fine successfully with women in the workplace, and now he's saying that what?
I didn't.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Is he saying that there's problems? Now he's saying that there's problems in the workplace with men and women, even though he just said that he's...
No, I think he's saying that there's less problems now.
Oh, okay. I'm like, didn't
sure.
he just... Is that what's he trying to argue?
No, I think he's saying that right now there's less problems in
okay. Than there was 40 years ago.
That was his point from the jump.
It was 40 years ago?
No, but I'm not sure. I'm not saying that it's any better.
Jordan Peterson is saying that you don't know if what is working, what is happening right now is actually working because it's just a snapshot in time.
Yep.
So how can you be so sure about what you're saying? Like, all he's doing is questioning the already there narrative. Jordan Peterson is trying to build and refine and do better.
Yep.
This dude is saying it's good right now. Jordan Peterson saying it might not be any better because you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It could devolve into something way worse tomorrow because of what we've been doing right now. That's all he's saying. He's just questioning the as it is. And this dude's people don't like that for some reason. I don't understand it because all it can do is help, but people don't like that. When you just try to have a conversation about something like, oh, but maybe that's not the case, you know? Because technically it's true. He's just a smart person, man.
He's very smart.
Other people are just so old dogs can't teach old dogs new tricks type shit. Like, this is what I think life is, so I don't want anyone to disturb that.
Not any better.
Well, maybe it is.
What is? I guess like not to ask you to sort of prove a negative, but I think that there is plenty of evidence if you look at all the stories that are coming out. Do you not feel like any of the stories that you've heard about what Hollywood is like, do you feel like that's not evidence that this is a problem?
Evidence that Hollywood is a problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I look at Hollywood,
maybe you're right.
All these people coming out of Hollywood,
I know,
talking about how sexual misbehavior is a problem, and I think people in Hollywood are talking about that. They've been capitalizing on sexual misbehavior for like 100 years.
But that, I mean, look, those are unrelated in a lot of ways. Yeah, like they're.
I mean,
you as a professor should know like about correlation and causation. Like you're basically
Didn't he
saying,
just try to make that the correlation though? What? No, yeah, this dude is just talking because he's the one that just said, "Don't you hear these stories coming?
Yeah,
coming? Like, doesn't it sound better?" And then said, "And what they're doing in Hollywood, like, bro, you were the one that just tried to make correlation equal causation. That was you.
Yeah.
You said it was better because of that." He's saying he doesn't know. Maybe it's not. That's what he's saying. What is going on? People just be saying things.
Yeah.
You're right. You were right. The fuck? Like,
well, you know, there have been movies with sex in it. Therefore, a PA on the set of a movie, of course, should be expected to be sexually harassed.
No, I'm saying
those two are separate worlds in any sort of pure logical sense. Like that is just a
that's
classic.
Not what he said at all.
Why are they separate worlds? We don't know how.
That's
to draw
not
the
even what
boundaries.
he said.
So here's the question.
So we could feel like any movie that has like if you talk about sex in your classroom, or if you talk about sort of sexual behavior in your classroom, and another classroom does not talk about sexual behavior at all, you feel like your classroom would have a higher chance or higher incidence rate of sexual assault or harassment?
No, but I would say that if I was part of an organization that built entire dozens of careers on sexual provocativeness, I would be very careful about like waving the ethical flag in the sexual wars. So you think Hollywood doesn't exploit sex?
I understand what he's saying.
Feminists been saying that for 30 years? The entire entertainment industry does nothing but exploit women sexually. Is that true or not? Mm-hmm. And if it is true, then aren't they contributing to the problem?
Right now. You were right, because this dude literally he did it in the same sentence too. He made it seem as if right now women and men are working together just fine, but then went to Hollywood, which is still today.
Yep.
Right now in this time.
Yes, it is.
And how women and men are having trouble working together. Like, bro, so it's still happening right now, which means you're not doing anything better. It's the same thing. You picked at your business, and your business probably still has shit happening. And you just are saying it's not because, look, it's flowers and I say it's great because you don't know. You not knowing doesn't change that it's happening because the shit happens anyway. That's what he's saying. The shit is going to happen a lot. I don't know if that's what he's saying, but it's going to happen. Just because you don't know that it's happening doesn't make everything better. You don't know what the hell is happening right now. Just like that's what this guy's basically saying. So because I heard these stories, that means it must be better. But like, you think women didn't have nice things to say 40 years ago about where they were working? There's probably women who loved where they worked.
It's literally just always a progression from yesterday. So no matter what, like, time changes, but you change with it. So it's like, well, obviously they had good things to say.
Yeah, that exactly. There's plenty of stories that you just don't know of women who were fine, working fine back in the day, and there was women who weren't. Didn't like what was happening. Exactly. Like, it's just the world. And what he's saying, I think what Jordan Peterson is saying is, you guys are trying to jump to be heroes and change everything in this society
before it even happens.
Yes, and say that this is gonna fix this problem, and you have no idea if it is actually doing anything to help. And you're trying to legislate it and like make everything should be like this business. So now we have to start like doing this everywhere and trying to make it seem like it's an actual fix to things because you think it is. But no, that's not how it works. And that's all Jordan Peterson is saying, I'm pretty sure. You can't be you can't just assume that your way is the better way, make it the way of the masses, and then think that that's going to fix anything. Because all you're doing is hurting everyone in the process for no reason, thinking that you know what you're doing. Like we should actually be thinking about the situation, think about all the possibilities, and continue to think on the situation and before we do anything crazy. Because right now we are functioning. You don't need to make any drastic moves to change society because nothing is really wrong with society. We wake up every day. I wake up every day. Some people don't. Like, we're just trying, bro. You can't just be jumping and fucking changing everything because you think it's the fix.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of ignorant people in this world who've done no research, no nothing, and have a big Damn, I don't even remember what I was saying now.
That women back there, today is really no different than it was, even though it is. But
I had a specific point. Nope, I had a specific point. I don't know. I guess we gotta keep going.
My bad.
Contributing to the problem. Where's all the ethical?
But you're arguing at that point that Hollywood is one sort of totemic idea, that it is one sort of that a woman who works.
No, that's what you're arguing about your business.
Pledge allegiance to this idea of sort of totemic Hollywood and not come out and give her story. Like, you're saying that she's like somehow complicit in all of it.
She is.
The degree to which we're all complicit in what's going on is unspecified.
Exactly. She absolutely is.
We don't know how to have an adult conversation about sex. It's not surprising. It's not the least bit surprising. So, but
I know, like, so then what is it then? Like, because this seems to be like the sort of collectivist thinking that you rail against. You know, you're saying that Hollywood is one thing, and that Hollywood made its own bed, and therefore Hollywood should not speak about this issue because they're the ones that were pushing this agenda.
No, it isn't that they shouldn't speak about it.
Or that they
should speak carefully about it.
Authority to
they should speak carefully about it.
Do you feel like they're not speaking carefully?
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're not
trying to cancel
carefully.
Everybody and talk crazy. You don't even have the conversation.
What is out of control?
You don't even have the conversation.
They just make a decision.
Well, trial by public opinion, I suppose, is part of what's out of control about it.
Yep.
Trial by public opinion? What? Do you think that's what's happening?
Are you surprised?
Are you dumb?
How long ago was that?
It's very easy for people to come forward with accusations.
Is that not what's happening?
For real?
Reputation. That's trial by public opinion.
So, I mean,
and we don't have any conversation about the other side of the coin. You don't think women manipulate men sexually for advancement in the workplace?
Mm-hmm.
Do you not think that there has been any sort of pushback against this Me Too movement?
Yo.
Okay, so then
3 in a row. This is 3 in a row. Yo, this dude ain't Flawd Squad though.
No, he's definitely
ain't
not.
Flawd Squad.
He's definitely not. We're gonna give it to Jordan Peterson. The video. We're watching the video for Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
But that is weird.
That's so weird. That is, God be playing games with us,
You be trolling me. Pushback in every video.
Any sort of pushback against this Me Too movement at all?
And what does that matter? What is like this dude's just saying?
Yeah, I know. Bullshit.
He's just and the way that he's asking the questions, like, what do you like he's whining the whole time.
You're stupid for not even believing this.
Like,
Are you kidding me?
Like, do you think that is this though? Are you? But wait, are you saying
So
that
what
it's
is
actually
it?
this though?
So what is it?
But wait, are you saying that it's actually this though? Like that's what he keeps on doing with this same little attitude that is annoying as fuck. Just have the conversation, dude, and you're wrong at that. Yep. Like, and because he's not saying that Me Too hasn't had pushback. What he's saying is Me Too's way more believed and aggressive, and they will cancel anybody who's trying to push against it. That's the thing. That is the situation. That's what he's saying. If you bring up the conversation of the opposite side, you deserve to be canceled because you hate women. You're a misogynist.
Just for saying something.
Yep. You're
just
a misogynist if you say women are just as capable.
You could be married with kids.
Yep.
You know,
you don't deserve to live for having an opinion. You don't deserve to live and be in society if you have an opinion that differs from this shit. Yo, Me Too is like was so destructive. I don't know if it's been going as crazy as it was before. It probably still is. I just like have been tuning it out. But that shit is, oh my God. That was
crazy.
Terrible to be a man. Terrible to be a man.
Scary.
Scary. Literally scary.
When Kavanaugh, Judge Kavanaugh.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, when that Kavanaugh case was going
Brett
on.
Kavanaugh?
Oh, I felt so bad for him.
That was sad. That was sad.
Yeah.
And then when shit comes out about the women in the situations, you're just supposed to act like that didn't happen. Like when people admit that they're lying, when information comes out that you can't even, there's no way you could actually like no matter what, it's just like, oh, no, that's fine. Keep on going. Yeah, I don't understand how it's still this world, how we still operate as these girls can just ruin your life and nothing happens from it. Yeah, that's crazy. Be proven lying and still get to live your life like, damn, almost. While this dude never recovered from it because people still only hear rape or grapists when they see him or whatever, you know.
People
that's all they think about.
Shit. Yeah, he's a pussy and crazy, all this crazy shit.
Crazy.
He's just a man.
It's not fair, man.
That got played.
But the world's not fair. No. We just, people like Jordan Peterson are helping that type of situation because people really need to calm the fuck down.
100%.
Okay, so then what do you mean we don't have conversations about the other side? It seems like every time I read any sort of publication, it's split more or less 50-50 and actually increasingly more towards like maybe this thing is out of control.
Blatant lie. Blatant lie.
True. It has started to emerge.
Blatant lie.
Weeks. That's true.
Oh, weeks maybe, but it's still a lie.
I don't understand. I guess I don't understand the question exactly.
Well, because the question is not a real question.
Like when you
is there sexual harassment in the
workplace? He's been all over the place.
Should it stop? That'd be good.
That'd be good. I love Jordan Peterson, bro.
Well, not at the moment it won't because we don't know what the rules are.
Do you think men and women can work in the workplace together?
I don't know.
Without sexual harassment?
We'll see.
We'll see. How many years will it take for men and women to work?
How the fuck would he know that?
More than 40.
To get a sense.
How would he know that?
We're new at this.
We're new.
Very new.
Absolutely. We're completely new at it.
This dude is like a psychologist too, right?
I don't
Jordan
know.
Peterson.
Oh,
he has something that has to do
with.
with like Jordan Peterson. He has something to do. He's pretty well versed in this situation to know that humans, like basically every decision you make is like you're hoping that you're mature enough to make the right decision in that situation. And that's maturity. Like you just learn that as you go. So the older you get, it's not like you know more, bro. It's still your first time living this life. So for people to act like they got the answer, it's like, all right, maybe that's human to think that you have the answer, but let's fucking look at ourselves real quick and calm it down.
And know that we really don't.
Yeah, not be so arrogant because we don't have the answers, you know?
Because if you personally don't, then majority of the person next to you doesn't. So
well, people think they do.
If we all come together and try to figure out together, we'll probably have a better chance. But everybody thinks their shit's right, but it really probably isn't.
And people are too busy trying to not look like assholes. They're virtue signaling a lot because they don't want to look like they're actually human. They want to look like they're perfect. And it's we're all flawdzillas, baby.
Legit.
That's part of the problem, right? Is that we don't know what the rules are. Like what? Here's a rule. How about no makeup in the workplace?
Why would that be a rule?
Why should you wear makeup in the workplace? Isn't that sexually provocative?
Yes.
No.
It's not?
How not?
No.
What is it then?
This white knight needs to get off my screen.
What's the purpose of makeup?
Some people
get off my screen.
Would like to just put on makeup.
Why?
Oh yeah, get off my screen.
I don't know why.
Why do you make
yourself look better?
Look
you
what
idiot.
He's saying, though. He can't even answer. No.
Just want to wear it.
I have no.
I just found some lipstick.
But he was
and was
so
like,
sure.
I just want to try this.
But he was so sure that it wasn't sexually provocative.
Fuck.
But he has. But he really does not know why anyone wears makeup. How do you know it's not sexually provocative if you don't even know why? Mm-hmm. But no, clearly your virtue is ignorant and you're just an ally, right? That's all it is. Whatever women say is right. Mm-hmm. Whatever you think a woman wants to hear is what you're gonna say. Like,
yes.
Fuck out of here, bruv. Fuck out of here. That's the problem. That's the problem right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's red because they turn red during sexual arousal. That's why. Why do you put rouge on your cheeks? Same reason.
So your argument.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't wear makeup.
No, I'm not saying that. But you're saying that
I'm saying we don't know what the rules are.
Makeup.
People who talk like him can't wait to cancel people.
Yep.
So what you're saying? Wait. Hold on.
Yep,
Let's make
get
sure
this
you're
right.
saying what you're saying,
Close
so
up,
we can cancel
close
you.
up.
Okay. So what you're saying is, women are evil, disgusting sexual creatures, and men are their victims. That's what you're saying. Okay. Get them, guys.
In the workplace, that they have sexualized themselves in a way.
We're not saying that
Women sexualize themselves in America.
I'm
Period.
saying that
I'm saying we don't know what the rules are.
Makeup in the workplace, that they have sexualized themselves in a way.
That's what makeup's for.
Yes, I think men do the same thing.
Why else
men
would
and
you
women
wear
both
it?
do the same
Wait a
thing.
minute. When women put on makeup in the workplace,
But women,
when they make
for women, it's a whole different thing because women's what's the word? Their dating marketplace value goes up based on how attractive they are to the person that they're trying to court. So trust and believe. Women put on makeup for that reason. Men dress a certain way for that reason. People drive certain cars. People do all these things to try to appeal to the person that they are trying to pull.
And this is a man speaking for a woman who never wears makeup and has no, like, what are you doing? Just
but
like
he's trying so hard.
Talking for another.
But he's trying so hard.
Yeah, like going so hard for something that you are not even involved in. Like, shut up.
Yep. Well, that's the thing. Maybe he is involved in it, but like,
well,
if you don't know,
makeup?
why assume? Why? Well, Jordan Peterson knows he don't wear makeup. But what I'm saying is, he's saying answers that he thinks women want to hear. So to say that's not sexually provocative, that's what girls gonna say. You already know what a girl's gonna say in that type of situation. I should be able to dress however I want. I dress how I want, which makes me feel good. But why does it make you feel good? Oh, because it gets you looks, right? Because you know that's the type of clothes that get you looks. It's funny that you're wearing the clothes that they sell to you and not making your own.
Yeah.
If that was the case, right? If it's self-expression and all that, you would just be making your own clothing. You wouldn't be going with trends. They make the clothing, you wear it. Mm-hmm. It's on purpose. Don't try to pretend that it's for any other reason. That's why clothing sells. We know if that was the case, you'd be wearing a fucking onesie. You'd be wearing from bottom to top. It wouldn't matter because it's just clothing, right? Mm-hmm. But no, you're trying to look appealing. That is what it is. You're trying to look attractive. Mm-hmm. And women win a majority of the time. That's how they win. It's through their beauty in America.
Yeah.
Whether it's being a model, becoming a model, pulling a dude with a lot of money. Like, you see what happens in Miami, bro?
Yeah.
These girls and all these Instagram models and shit, why is this at an all-time high? Why do you think that's at an all-time high? Women aren't sexualizing themselves, though. Like, don't play with me.
Every day.
Do not play with me. You can sit here and try to pretend for everybody else, but no, bro. You're sitting here talking to another man. There's no woman around.
Yeah, I know.
And you're still sitting here just boldly lying.
Sick.
To make yourself look good. Like, get the fuck out of here. Just be honest, bro. Good. We know what it is. And only a lame bitch is gonna, a lame ass chick who doesn't know what she's talking about and like is fucking filled with this indoctrinated feminist fucking narrative that gets blasted everywhere. Only that type of chick is going to think that what you're doing is like being an ally.
Yeah.
Only a chick who's trying to manipulate and bullshit and not actually get to the root of the issue is going to call you an ally, because you're basically on that whole believe all women,
Captain Save a
whole shit. Like, you're not even questioning it, But women sit here and degrade and shit on men on a daily basis, but you won't even question it? Question their behavior? Are you crazy?
Yes.
Are you crazy? You're just gonna let women just run rampant in this world? Why? It doesn't make any sense. They're human just like us. They deserve accountability. And if I don't want to hear you complaining about something that you're benefiting from. Purposely benefiting from. You're consciously benefiting from it. You are going out. These girls are going on Instagram. So many girls have just turned to OnlyFans during this pandemic.
Disgusting.
They're just like, nope, OnlyFans. I'm not going to do nothing else. I started YouTube.
I kept a job.
These people, all these people, yeah, you kept a job. All these people could easily, if you want to be a content creator, start a YouTube. Start anything else but an OnlyFans. But no, you went to OnlyFans. Why? Because your beauty can be sold by itself. You can just sell your beauty by itself. So trust and believe. Women know exactly what they're doing with these clothes and makeup. Do not play with it.
And that's the thing. Not even all these bitches on OnlyFans is getting money like that. So they
majority
still have to work a job.
Majority ain't.
And still, like, it's...
Majority of these women ain't making money.
You ain't getting money to support yourself like that.
It's crazy. This world is crazy. And this dude is really sitting here just like, yo, so we're just gonna... Yo, I have daughters, so I'm not playing this game. You're not about to tell me to allow my daughters to walk off a cliff. You're not about to tell me that. Nope. They're not going to be out here talking crazy and being ignorant to what's going on like the rest of these girls out here. These girls sound crazy, don't know what they're talking about. Like, look, all these girls become porn stars, right? Look at Lana Rhoades, look at Mia Khalifa, right? 2 biggest porn stars in the world. Mia Khalifa was the biggest porn star in the world for years, right? What's she trying to do now? Scrub her videos off the internet. She is trying to scrub her videos off the internet. She gets mad that she gets mad at people for even acknowledging that she's a porn star, even though that is why she's where she's at right now. This girl did porn and then gets mad that she signed on the dotted line for them to use her likeness in these videos and make money off them. Now she is trying to get them taken off the internet. When are we going to make women take accountability for their actions? Lana Rhoades, another one. She sits here and cries on podcasts because she did porn. If you don't get the fuck out of here, you are a human being like everybody else. You deal with your consequences. That's how it works. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It was fine when you were doing it, when you were making that money to get to where you're at right now, though, right? It was all good. It was all good. It's just, fuck out of here. You're not going to be able to play both. You can't do porn and then hate on people who treat you like you're a porn star. Like, people run up on you in the street like, I loved your video when you were da-da-da-da-da. Like, you did that. You made that. Don't play with me.
Your choices.
Crazy, man.
Right? That when they enter that workplace, if a man notices that there is sort of a complicitness with which the woman has said, I'm going to sexualize myself in the workplace, and therefore whatever comes will come.
No, I didn't say the last part.
What?
I didn't say
what are you saying? It is. What are you talking about?
But I think the issue of complicitness. How about high heels?
Look.
How about high heels? What are they for?
What about high heels?
What about them? They're there to exaggerate sexual attractiveness. That's what high heels do. They tilt your pelvis forward so your hips stick out. That's what they do. And they tighten up your calf muscles. They're a sexual display.
People don't know what they're talking about before they say things.
Use sexual displays in the workplace.
Do your thing, but you're complicit. You are absolutely complicit in the situation.
That is what they're doing. And that is what they're doing.
So what is the relevance then
and it's complicitness in the situation.
Then if you can't...
Is what they're doing.
So what is the relevance then to like sexual harassment in the workplace then if you can't make...
Well, the Maoists put everybody in uniforms to stop that sort of thing from happening. Men wear uniforms. That's why they wear suits.
I guess I'm not seeing the sort of coherence of the
of course you're not.
That you're putting together.
Of course you're not.
What are the rules
that govern
sexual interactions between men and women in the workplace?
Of course you're not.
Yes.
The answer is, we don't know. Right. So I'm throwing out some questions. How about makeup? Oh, that's okay. Is it? Why? Why is it okay?
This nigga is a beast, bro.
Ownership over one's body that they can take without...
How about negligees?
Well, look, if
that's going too far.
If you had a workplace with negligees, I think that there would be some sort of standard idea that maybe that would be a sexualized.
Okay, so there's some line between lipstick and negligees that we don't want to cross. Okay, fair enough. Where exactly is the line?
Well, I think that, much like Justice Scalia said with pornography, it's something that you can feel.
Wrong. You can't do that.
What did he just say?
It's something that you can feel where the line is. That's why these bitches are running rampant. That's why Me Too is out of control. You can just, I'm so happy he said that, because it makes my point even more. Exactly what this man is saying. If you do not set the rules, then when is sexual harassment? When is workplace harassment?
Exactly. And
when is it not flirting anymore? When is it workplace harassment? When is it just you don't even know, because it goes second by second. You don't know until after it's done. And you say something, she either likes it or she doesn't, and then it's sexual harassment.
Exactly. And something you feel could be completely different than the next John next to you.
Exactly.
What he feels.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why
you can't go off feeling.
You have to
feel
set
different.
a line for it. You have to put it you have to draw a line in the sand. This is now when it's sexual harassment. If you don't do that, then why? Women just get to run rampant and say, he looked at me. And they're like, you're right.
Yes.
You're right. Because no one ever made a fucking rule. You can't do that. You can't. You can't govern someone's life without actual, you can't govern whether or not someone's committing a I don't want to say crime, but like something, you know what I'm saying? Just doing something wrong if you don't even know where wrong and right
land.
Land. It's a blurry line. You know what I'm saying? So how can you can't do that, because people are going to manipulate it, and that's exactly what Me Too movement is.
Because then they're not even going to feel it and be like, oh my God, I just felt
that's what they do already.
Violated.
That's what they do already.
Absolutely.
As soon as they said a girl can have sexual intercourse with a man, enjoy it, afterwards regret it, and then say it's grape.
Nope.
Are you crazy?
Nope.
Are you crazy?
That's not even the definition of grape.
Are you fucking out of your mind?
Nope.
When is it gonna stop?
That's called guilt, and you probably should just take that and change your future choices
guilt.
And fix yourself.
That's it.
Fuck out of here with that
is it.
shit.
But nope, women don't have to, because women get the goalposts moved for some reason in this country.
Crazy.
Look at this dude, the comedian Louis C.K. did nothing, still cannot show his face. He did nothing wrong.
Yo, that's wild.
And he still cannot show his face to this day. That's crazy. He can't even make money in this motherfucking world like that. This dude, he was the highest paid comedian for a second, like stand-up comedian. And then his career went down the drain because people said, I sat on the phone while he did his thing to himself. He asked me if it was okay. I said yes.
But it's not.
I
lied.
Now it's not. He was my boss and he took advantage of being my boss. No. You say no. I don't give a fuck.
For real.
If you're gonna complain about it afterwards, you could have complained about it before.
Legit.
How come the power all of a sudden the power doesn't matter when you complain about it, but it mattered before?
And like,
fuck out of here.
you think you're going to say, I did it and now I regret it, so make it illegal or whatever. Like, bitch, if you said no and then he fired you or something, you know how much more of a reason people would believe
Why
you
wouldn't
for?
you just say no?
You idiot.
But that's another thing. You know how many things going reported? Report them. I'm sick of hearing
Come
that.
on.
Stop saying that to me. Stop saying that to me.
Yeah.
Report them.
Yeah.
That is your responsibility when a crime is committed against you. I don't want to hear it.
Crazy.
Because then it's, don't even get me started. Stop with the bullshit. Take accountability for your actions and keep it pushing, bro. And I'm not saying grape is okay at all. Obviously, like I said, I have daughters, I have a mother, I have sisters. That's not a thing. Don't even try to twist my words. You can if you want, but that's not what it is. And I'm saying that right now. The problem is I've dealt with not that situation, but I've dealt with situations where when because women are not held accountable for their actions, they can ruin someone's life.
Yes. Admit
that they ruined someone's life. Walk away unharmed.
Yep.
Even though that dude's life is still in shambles.
Yes.
That happened to me. Admitted that they were that everything they said was a lie.
Yep.
And still, I was in jail.
Yep.
And that person was walking
just
free.
Go with your
Not
story.
even one charge.
No.
Not even one charge.
Bitch.
Crazy.
Dirty.
So yeah, you're not gonna tell me that this is okay. No. the women have brains just like us, and they say women are smarter or more mature. Like, yo, if you don't get out of here with all this bullshit, man, yo, equal. You want equal? Let's get equal.
You'll be crying
for real.
Or that you know it when you see it. I would say that maybe that sort of, but what's confusing to me and I really do just mean this in sort of a debate sense, which is that like these sorts of big collective ideas, they're things that you feel like are sort of derived through evolution, that people do come to a consensus that is meaningful. I don't think that anyone would say that wearing makeup to the office is in some ways like sexually deviant or something like that, or that
no, he didn't say deviant.
A sort of atmosphere of sexuality within.
He didn't say deviant at all. He didn't say deviant though.
Sure. It's exactly what it's
Yeah,
doing.
he definitely didn't say
Why
deviant.
else would you wear lipstick?
Complete the thought for me then, because that's the part that I'd like for you to do. Like, complete the thought. A woman...
I'm not saying that women shouldn't do it. And I'm also not saying that it should be banned. But I'm saying that you're absolutely naive if you don't think that that has anything to do with sexuality.
Or sexual harassment? Does it have something to do with sexual harassment in the workplace?
I don't know.
Exactly. You wish he said that.
Yeah. In the workplace.
I don't believe
Should people be allowed to flirt in the workplace?
Do you feel that, let's just, yes or no question, do you feel like women wearing makeup in
Don't tell me yes or no.
Contributes to sexual harassment in the workplace?
You just said
sure, it contributes.
And so what should be done about that? You as a clinician who believes that there should be prescriptive ideas that don't mandate behavior, but that will guide behavior.
I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is.
Do you feel like women shouldn't wear... do you feel like a serious woman who does not want sexual harassment in the workplace?
He wants to force it.
You feel like if she wears makeup in the workplace, that she is somewhat being critical?
Yeah.
Complicit, absolutely.
Okay. I do think that.
Okay, let's move on.
I don't see how you could not think that. It's like makeup is a sexual display. That's what it's for.
Legit.
Say, well, I want to look more attractive. It's like, what do you mean by attractive exactly?
Exactly.
So then what is a better outcome for you?
Exactly.
A workplace with no sexual harassment, where women wear uniforms and don't wear makeup, much like the Maoists, like you were saying, or a sort of freer workplace in which sexual harassment is an inevitability because women wear high heels and makeup?
What?
Well, I don't say that sexual harassment is an inevitability because women wear high heels and makeup. I didn't say that.
Or that it is more likely.
I said that
he didn't say that either. He said it could
contribute
contribute
to the sexualization
to
of
it.
the workplace.
He didn't say it's more likely.
More likely in that.
Absolutely. That would be it's the main reason.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, more likely, right?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so which one do you prefer?
I don't prefer either of them. Oh, which one of those two would I prefer?
Yeah.
Oh, I prefer the one where people have the freedom.
And so within that, so we've gotten to that point.
Nope, he's going to try to add the sexual harassment's okay thing. That's what he's about to try to add into this. But that's not what he's saying. What he's saying is he doesn't have a fix for that.
Yeah,
that's all he's saying.
He said it multiple times.
That's all he's saying. Freedom is freedom. He doesn't have a fix for it. Set a line. People cross it. Then it's there you go.
Yeah, then it's a take it into someone else's hands.
But if the woman flirted at any point, if the woman fucking was complicit in it, actually complicit in it, and acted like she was okay with it, then no, she don't get to make a complaint. You know, and not saying if a dude walks up and says, "Hey, sugar tits," not saying that because that's not okay for a dude to just come up and say some type of name to you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There got to be rules.
Yeah.
And people most likely know that, but what ends up happening...
Yeah, people don't really do that every day.
People really don't. Some people do, but, you know, it is what it is. There's some assholes in this world. So you're never going to get rid of everything completely. But there's absolutely ways to try to help it out a little bit. And as long as you make both parties complicit, and when they're both complicit, I'll be fine with it. Draw a line. Draw a line. It is what it is.
It.
But the blurred lines thing where it's just like, it is like, and even, either no flirting at all in jobs, or it is what it is. And then knowing that before you get the job, you can choose to take the job or not, because there's the world operates like the world. People are always trying to force things to be exactly what they are, but if the rules are set before you get there, then you know what it is when you get into it.
Yeah,
you don't get to complain about it afterwards. I think that's how it is. Either no flirting, or someone flirts with you at all, you can report it, and then they'll know that it's really serious. No one will flirt at that job. It is what it is. You know, I just think that it just doesn't make sense right now because everyone's just supposed to know what it is, and no one really does. Like, guys have been flirting. It's called shooting your shot. Guys have been doing that forever, since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
You just shoot your I mean, maybe before dudes just hit him on the club and taking him, but like, you shoot your shot, and sometimes girls respond to it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. If she don't like it, say I don't like it, and keep it pushing. If dude continues, then I think that's harassment. You know what I'm saying? Continuing after someone says, nah, I'm good, is harassment. So there should be clear lines drawn, but no, that's not how it operates. You say anything, and it's just, oh, that might seem like it's sexual. Yep, definitely. Lose your job, guy.
Freedom to wear makeup, right? But that will inevitably lead to, not inevitably, that it is more likely that sexual harassment happens.
I knew he was going to bring that back on. That's why I said.
Isn't that sort of saying that if women wear, like, how is that not saying that if women wear makeup in the
That isn't what I said. Like, you're pushing it past what I said.
Look how he's sitting.
Margin.
Sure,
I said
he's such a real one, bro.
Like,
I just got comfortable.
Interactions between men and women in the workplace, right? We don't understand the rules. And so I was pushing a limit case. That's what I was doing. I wasn't saying women shouldn't wear makeup.
No, I was
saying
never
we
saying
could have
that
a
you
question
said that either,
about,
though.
there should be a
You have to
question raised
say it
about that.
in order
and it
to
is often.
think about it.
Companies have dress codes, let's say, you know, and they have a reason for that. But the fact that we got tangled up in this conversation is an indication of exactly how difficult it is to have a reasonable conversation about exactly what rules should govern the interactions between men and women in the workplace.
I would object to that a little bit because I think the reason why this conversation is so difficult is because there are certain things where you'll just punt and you'll say, I'm not saying that, and you'll try and be very hyper-specific. And now, like, there are examples of that where I feel like you were right. Like, I feel like the Kathy Newman article,
I don't agree. What I think made them tangled up in this conversation is this dude being a simp, white knight, fucking trying to go so hard and defend women instead of actually, if you take all the emotion out of the situation, you probably can come to a conclusion. If we would really actually take the emotion out of the situation and really not worry about offending people and really trying to fix something, I think we could actually fix something. But as soon as you start saying the conversation, some weird feminist bitch is going to pop up and start yelling, and then it's going to start a fucking chain, a waterfall of dumb bitches doing that, and then everything else just gets drowned out because people are like, oh my God, this nails on the chalkboard feminist voice shit is annoying as fuck. And then they just always give in. And I think if we would stop like giving into that shit and actually trying to find a motherfucking line and trying to fix this, I think we actually could. If you just take the emotion out of it, because there's plenty of rational women in this world, and rational men, and men who ain't sexually harassing women, and there's so many normal people in this world. You absolutely can find a way to do this. And like Jordan Peterson said, it is hard, and the reason it's hard is because this dude is a bitch. That's always what it is. You can't have conversation with bitches. As Ari the Rugged Man showed on Tim Pool's podcast.
The Kathy Newman interview, I felt like a lot of that she put words in your mouth. I don't feel like I'm doing that. In fact, I've been extremely careful not to.
I'm definitely not accusing you of that.
Okay, so
I'm just saying that these sorts of conversations are difficult, not that you're making it unduly difficult, because I don't think you are.
Sure. So I guess, look, this is a test case, right? Like we are
Come
not.
on, bro. You're making my video
like,
very long.
Jordan Peterson believes that this is true. We are talking about a specific test case. Like, we agree. We agree.
Okay, no, we're good. We're good. This dude ain't saying shit. He's just gonna keep repeating the same shit over and over again. Yeah,
we agree. So we agree that makeup is makeup, and women wear makeup.
Right. So that means that they deserve to be hit in the head with clubs and dragged into caves. That's what you said.
While wearing makeup.
That's what you said, right? That's what you mean.
You think makeup equals grape?
Literally, that's literally what he's saying. What he keeps saying. But yeah, I mean. I understand what the whole point of the video is, the leftist versus Jordan Peterson. And this tends to happen a lot. Like, it's exactly what I said. If you don't take the emotion out of the conversation, you cannot have a conversation. Yeah, and he's waiting. He just keeps on trying to make it seem like Jordan Peterson is being offensive. That's what he keeps doing. Like, was that that's offensive. That's offensive. You keep trying to find offensive things instead of just taking what he's saying seriously and responding. That's it. Like, okay, what he just said. Imagine you take the emotion out and actually give an actual response, and you guys really have a real discourse on the situation. I think that you guys would have came to an okay conclusion. But instead, they probably were like, this dude just really is just gonna keep sticking with this narrative. Like everything like that is just fucking misogynist.
He just wants to get him to say something that he can make it go viral and get a fucking pay up.
Yep, he just wants the clicks, clearly, which is why a lot of people interview Jordan Peterson, because they can twist his words and make it seem like he's a fucking bigot, or something. So, yeah, that's a good video, right?
That was fun.
I had fun. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you be notified whenever we drop. Remember to always stay flawed. Don't you dare try to play flawed. And if you see me in the streets, then you better say, hey, flawed. Make it easier for me to go to sleep at night. I had a dream that I could do my thing, and everywhere I went, the people knew my name. Some people hated on the truth I bring, but now I use the hating just to fuel my plane. I had a dream that I could do my thing, and everywhere I went, the people knew my name. Some people hated on the truth I bring, but now I use the hating just to fuel my plane.